I know you haven't been out there to watch the workouts, but you guys have brought in a lot of bigs, brought in a lot of wings and stuff like that. What, after kind of seeing the roster, and you guys went through a lot of injury stuff, obviously, but who do you like in this draft that you've seen out there? I mean, I know Greg Monroe was there Sunday, and it seems like you've worked out everybody but the top 3 or 4 guys probably.
Yeah, being a number 6 pick, there's probably a consensus top 5. I would think so. Right on the next pick, and a lot of great players that we can choose from there. We definitely need a couple bigs, even a wing to help our team in the next coming year. So, a good guy like Greg Monroe, maybe even Ekpe Udo, or even Cole Aldridge from Kansas. Those 3 guys probably are on our radar as our top picks, and it's gonna be interesting. I know a lot of things will change between now and Thursday in the draft, but I'm guessing if I was a betting man, I'd say we pick a big.
Yeah. After being there for a year, you have a sense of exactly what type of big you would like on that team.
It's just a thought of what we might need more. You got a very active guy like Greg Monroe who can pass the ball, who can move the offense. Ekpe Udo is athletic, going to demand dominate the block and get us some position and some blocks down there. Cole Aldridge is also a big guy who's just a bruiser. Yeah. Probably the most scoring big man out of those 3. So just a matter of what our front office thinks we need at this particular time, and I think you can't go wrong with any one of those 3.
Last year was such a point guard rich draft, and this year seemed like there were fewer guys, but I wanted to get your take on some of those guys. Obviously Wall's probably the number 1 pick, and Eric Bledsoe's in there, and then kind of after that it's sort of a mixed bag, like Armon Johnson from Nevada and some other guys. Have you paid much attention to this year's point guards?
The top guys, like you said, John Wall, Drew Bledsoe, or Eric Bledsoe, sorry. But those guys, there's not as many. We were definitely a point guard dominated draft last year. Guys didn't really know what to expect from us, but those guys have a lot of I guess not pressure, but expectations on them to come out and really play an impact right away. So hopefully we pave the way for them to come in and really make an impact.
Because that ended up being a really great point guard class between you and Reek and some of these other guys. Was that, you guys feel like you all sort of have a special bond that you came in together, and you're going to be competing in the league, I would think, for decade.
No doubt. You definitely can look back on our rookie year when we first got some experience and got our feet wet, and came in together with some doubts, maybe some not knowing what we were going to be capable of doing in the NBA. So even in the summer we've kind of crossed paths and really look back at how we definitely played well this year, and hopefully it continues.
What do you work on going into next year, do you think?
Just continue to work on my adding things to my skill set, like finishing at the basket, really going through film of myself throughout the course of the season, and learning where I made my mistakes and try to limit those. Next year is going to be hopefully I have the ball in my hands a lot, and have to make decisions. So as a point guard, you got to learn from the mistakes of last year and go from there.
You gonna play summer, by the way? You gonna play in the summer league?
I'm not sure yet. I'm gonna be out there in Vegas. Just don't know whether I'll suit up or not. But I'll definitely be out there, supporting the summer league team and watching them play.
That's just say we saw that Wall was gonna be out there, obviously. So everyone we went and circled that day.
Because
the Wizards are gonna be there, so we were like, well, circle that day. Maybe he'll play him.
I come back to Davidson to do this now.
This is where I'm from, what I know. It's a great community that supported me, from when I was in high school all the way to my college years. So it's nice to be back and have this first tournament, and hopefully everything turns out well.
To be able to do this with your dad, though, how cool is that?
It's awesome. I went to his tournaments back in the day as a little kid, with his charities, and now to team up with him, and for the benefit, the proceeds to go to great cause, Nate Jenkins Center. Something that I know very well and have been involved with, definitely means a lot to me. So hopefully this goes for a long time.
Kind of explain your involvement with that center and why it is important to you.
Well, it's an after-school program in the Davidson community, and I volunteered there a couple of times when I was in school. Some local kids that go, they come to our games and cheer us on loud, and been there to volunteer on the courts and the classrooms with them. It's a great center where they can learn and also have fun and bond with some local kids in their own community. So it's nice to be able to find a way to give back, through this tournament.
You play with your dad a lot. Do you guys have any side bets going on today?
I'm sure. We haven't talked about it yet, but I'm sure we will. We're pretty competitive in the summertime when it comes to golf, so recently I've been the better one. So hopefully that stays the same.
You have a lot of guys out here today, like Brevin, CP, a lot of that. What does that mean to you to get a bunch of people like that out here?
That means a lot. It's huge for them to take some time out of their summers to come out and I know it's playing golf, but traveling and all that kind of stuff. I think it's a great thing for them to take their time and come out and support me and my dads in our mission to help the A.J. Jenkins Center. And hopefully we all have some fun out here, and hopefully my team comes out on top.
One of the things when you become a pro athlete and you have the opportunity to do this is to do charity events like this. Can you say a little bit about your own thinking that's evolving as somebody who has the means to throw a tournament like this and raise money for somebody? Where does it fit into what you do?
I mean, it's right up there. You got to give back to the community, the spot where I grew up. Knowing that kids are watching you all the time and having a chance to make an impact on a daily outlook of life, and just kind of spend some time with them. Not just doing this tournament, but also going back and volunteering, just giving some time up for something that really is dear to my heart. So it definitely ranks up there in my priorities. With the talents and gifts that God has given me to give back to some kids. So you'll see a lot of it.
Saw your brother out here today, and I imagine it was probably a little tough for him to sit out last year. What do you think his emotions are as he's going into his next season?
I know it's tough for him to sit on the bench and watch the national championships champions go through the whole run, but I think it's going to fire him up to try to help his team get back there next year, and hopefully he'll play a big impact on their team and be right back in the thick of things next March Madness. And I think he's going to be surprise a lot of people with the way he's improved over the last 2 years.